For science today, we are going to do the investigating pushes and pulls on slide 14. So right here it says directions determine what happens when you push or pull objects. So materials, we have our white binder, we have a ball, and we have a little car. And it says hypothesis, how does force affect the speed in which an object moves down the ramp? So you can go ahead and pause the video and double click right here and write in your hypothesis. What do you think happens with the force? How does force affect the speed of an object? So do that now. And then now we have the experiment. So it says create a ramp like the one in the picture. So you have a ramp. It says use a small amount of force. Observe the ball, record your observations in the table below or our slide. So here's this. Here's my ball. We're going to push it up the ramp. So here's my small force. I'm just using a little bit of force. So now looking at our next slide in our table, I typed in here, it says type of force. I was pushing it. The amount of force was the light, and the speed was very didn't at all. Now we're going to do the ball and then the car 2 times. So the experiment says push the ball again up the ramp. This time use a stronger force. So again, here's our ramp. Here's my ball. I'm going to use a lot more force. Okay. So then you're going to go ahead and record that in the table. What did I do? Was it a push or pull? Did I use a lot of force, no force, and what happened? And then it says do it with the car. So I have my car at the bottom of the ramp with my string, and it says use a little force at first. So over here, I'm using a little force, just a little bit. So go ahead and record what I did there. Am I pushing or pulling? Am I using a lot of force, little force? And what's happening? And then it says do it again with more force. So here, I'm pulling it a lot harder. Okay. All right, so then you should be able to look at the video and fill in that table. And then the question is compare how far the ball and move farther. So I need to compare the ball to the ball and the car to the car. So which moved farther, strong ball, and then the car, which one moved farther, the light car or the strong car? I don't remember how far. So we'll just say the strong car and the strong ball went the same length. Number 2, it says, did the amount of force affect how fast the ball and the car moved? Explain your answer. So did the amount of force I put on it, did that affect how fast the ball and car moved? And number 3, based on this experiment, what you know about force, what would make a bobsleigh go faster down a track? If you don't know what a bobsleigh is, Google it. See how do they push it? Do they pull it? And then tell me how would you do you need more on that? This is like your research part. If any